Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your December energy reading. This will also be your new moon in Sagittarius and total solar eclipse reading combined, since that's a very powerful event taking place in the month of December. So without further ado, I'm going to ring the bell and clear your energy and get into your reading. Please like this video. Share it out, subscribe, because 87% of y'all are watching but not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you always know when I post for you, Capricorn, okay? So let's clear the air. And receive that, Capricorn, okay? So, what I'm getting for you, before I even get into that, in the description box below, I have my link so that you can book a personal reading. I also have, matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, ooh, look at these cards that are coming out. That's why I always got to do these announcements before I start shuffling, Capricorn. So yeah, all the information you need to book a personal reading with me, send a love donation, or follow me on Instagram. I also go live over there, and I post daily card pulls. All of that is in the description box below, okay, my loves? So Capricorn, getting right into it, like, ooh, yes, baby. We have the Four of Wands here, which talks about happy home life, happy marriage, foundation, 1111, make a wish with these four posts here, the Four of Wands. This is like such celebratory energy. This is like rejoice. Like when I see this card, I'm like, rejoice. Like you did this thing. You laid this foundation that you've been trying to create. But you have to stay centered, okay, Capricorn? This month of December, and with all this energy going around with this eclipse energy, and it's the closing out. We're closing out the year. We're closing out eclipse season. Sagittarius is the sign of expansion, okay? So the new moon is in Sagittarius. The total solar eclipse is happening in Sagittarius. So it's like these changes are happening in big ways, and it's not that you won't feel them, but it's kind of like to insulate yourself in your own protective aura, staying centered, meditation. And meditation doesn't have to look like this, but being able to get your mind back into a neutral place, back into a state of bliss. You know, bliss is a state of mind undisturbed by gain or loss, okay? Don't remember who that quote is by, but it's a word. All of this action going on down here, because remember, wands are action. All this action going on right here, you're rising above it. You see how this staff is touching her? It's not that it's not touching you or affecting you. It's just that you are consolidating your energy right now for this big push, for this solidifying of this foundation, so that you can just really enjoy it, okay, Capricorn? You guys work really hard. You've been working really hard towards creating a level of, you know, flow and balance and harmony. I think harmony is something you're working on. And this December, you're really getting your footing with that. Just stay in your bubble of protection of your own energy. Be mindful of your own energy. You have the Knight of Wands here. Like, what? That's fast moving energy. And I always say this when I get this card. Don't you see that she's like in the middle of this Four of Wands here? This Knight of Wands. Isn't that crazy? Like, you are creating this yourself. You're breaking free. Okay? You're living your life to the beat of your own drum. But with all of that celebration, with all of this fiery energy, you guys got straight wand fiery energy. And for an earth sign, that's a lot, right? Like, that's a lot of energy going around. But earth and fire work well together, okay? Use your grounding energy to be your, like, foundation to support and uplift these passions that you want to experience, that you're cultivating. You're using visualization techniques, okay? You're really manifesting this. You see the Magician here? This is something you're doing with your own hands, with your own mind, balancing the spiritual realm and the material realm. Go Capricorn, go Capricorn. Oh yes, look at that, the High Priestess. Your intuition, your spidey senses, your gut core feelings, your animal instinct inside of you is on fire in December. Like, you really, in this Sagittarius season, Capricorn, your strength will lie in trusting your gut. Okay, this is like my second round of doing all of the signs again, because I wanted to include the eclipse energy into it. And you guys got that last time too. This energy of, like, it's gonna blow your mind when you see how these miraculous things just happened without all of the effort you thought it was going to take, or like a lessening of the degree of difficulty you think it's going to take to make this thing happen, to push this business forward, or bring this relationship together, or like whatever is what you're feeling is out of sync. It's going to be your intuition and your manifestation that, like, saves the day, I'm feeling. Okay, it's going to be like that saves the day versus, like, your on the ground hard work that you're known for. And I think that blows you away. I think you finding a way to ground on earth that, like, very big power that's within inside of us, right? Being able to materialize that into the physical world is really, like, where your focus is this month. And remember that this eclipse energy lasts longer than just, the month of December. I believe it's going to carry over until the new moon eclipse in April, I think I read somewhere, but I could be wrong. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm just saying this energy is going to last longer. The new moon energy is going to last longer because it's backed by this solar eclipse energy. Okay, so it's like it's a high-powered new moon, a high-powered new beginning. You have the Lovers on the bottom. There's a decision that has to be made. It might be in regards to a relationship. It could be a business partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be you in a workplace. But the Lovers talks about a decision being made, and it also talks about lovers, okay? And look at you showing up in your reading, the Devil, Capricorn. So it's just about loosening the reins on the restrictions you're placing on yourself and really, like, making a decision, okay? Don't feel bound up by this decision you have to make. Like, trust your instincts and make the decision. Oh, I think that's the word. Let's pull some clarifiers. Capricorn. You have the Three of Swords with the Four of Wands. Now, this could be in reference to a breakup because, this is a happy home life, a happy marriage. Maybe what's centering you now is some sort of heartache or change that tugs at your heartstrings or brings up things that this change in your home brings up things that need clearing out that have been left unhealed inside, okay? Because remember, this eclipse season, like, it gets very intense sometimes. And so watch your emotions. But it gets very tense, and you might be harder on yourself right now because your feelings are going to be intense in regards to your, because the thing that really gets to you is your foundational elements, right? So there's something coming up with that, some type of change in your home life, marriage, relationship, something. You know, this could be work, you know. Maybe it started off like you felt like it was like everything you wanted, and now it's kind of like, oh, it's not what I signed up for. The Tower. Bro, didn't I tell you to like stay in your bubble as all of this action is going on? Don't be scared, Capricorn. This is this very big energy of the eclipse coming to take something out and bring something in, okay? The tide ebbs and flows, okay? Your main thing this month and in the months coming, as like you're riding the wave of this energy that's coming in, that's carrying you through the next couple of months, that you're still in charge of your own energy, Capricorn, that's your power. So stay as calm as possible and try to return to this space as often as possible, or as often as required, I'll say, when these things are going on, you know, because this can also just be like a sudden shock, a sudden, you know, quantum leap moment, you know, that hits you out of nowhere. Let's get the Knight of Wands. There's a message coming in that maybe fills you with this kind of feeling, or this message comes up in the middle of you feeling this feeling. You have the Temperance in reverse. I think you're going to be a little bit anxious to hurry up and get to this space. You know, Temperance is patience, right? And it's also the Alchemist, which is also the Magician, right? The Magician is an alchemist as well. You have the Seven of Wands with the Tower energy here. This Tower that you're needing this patience for, it's doubling up on this message of saying you might want to hurry up and get to that, but you need to have some patience while the Tower is cultivating that, because that's what you're not seeing, Capricorn, is that the Tower is cultivating the moment, because there's something that you were either like, oh, I don't want to address it right now, or like, you know what, I got enough going on, I don't want to rock the boat, I don't want to touch that right now, or however it shows up for you. It's like you were also trying to like namaste, stay away type thing with this Tower energy here, like la 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 la, don't hear you, you know what I'm saying? But it delays the feeling that you're looking for. It delays this. You have to turn this upright and temper. I'm sorry, y'all. You have to stay upright and temper the extremes, right? Because I said it's going to be intense emotions. It's going to be a very intense time. When you're feeling out of balance, try to come back here, okay? Because this can also be a lot of good things happening all at once. You know, the Tower. This can also be like, oh, everything's going right for me. Like everything I wanted is coming in, but all at once. And it also shows up with all of the responsibility of it, you know? So it's okay to be a little overwhelmed. This actually kind of flew out in the reverse, but I'm going to put it upright since that's the way I flipped it. Get really centered and focused on one thing, because I know you feel like you're being pulled in a lot of different directions, Capricorn, but you have to delegate where your attention goes and when. If this is your life and it's like, no, I wear many hats and I have to attend to many cups, then you have to learn how to consolidate your energy in ways where I'm going to focus on this cup from this time to this time. I'm going to dedicate this amount of time to this cup. I'm going to give this much attention, and it has to be undivided everywhere you go as best you can. Okay, I know real life happens in real time, but time management, basically. Okay, for a more grounded version of all of that, time management is going to be your best friend. And Capricorns are pretty good about that. But like now, if people thought you were OCD about it before, like very obsessed about it before, no. Now you're going to get obsessed about it now, but like in a healthy way, in terms of like you're having this laser-like focus on your manifestations, on all the work you need to do, on, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. So let's get this High Priestess energy. Yes, illumination. You got the Hanged Man with the High Priestess. You're going to have a complete shift in the way you see a situation. You're going to have a complete shift in how you respond to a situation. Because this is a temporary pause in action. So while all of this action is going on, I'm telling you, this thing is clutch right here. This Seven of Wands rising above it all, coming back to your center is your superpower this month, okay? Because it shifts everything. That's dope. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's what I'm talking about, Capricorn. Like cutting out the fear of making a decision, cutting out the fear of self-limiting beliefs and ideas, or just places, people, things, situations, jobs, whatever, that's no longer working for you. You're breaking yourself free because you're changing your thinking about it. And when you change your mind, you'll change your actions. You'll get inspired new thoughts, Capricorn. Okay? This is your aha moment. This is like when you get this like aha moment. Okay? This is good. Let's get you some Moonology. This is also your new moon in Sagittarius reading. So make your manifestations. Write down your new goals. Write down what you're releasing. And oh my goodness, I got ashes everywhere. Write down your goals. And write down what you would like to release, and then write down the affirmative of what you want to replace it with. As a suggestion. I do that sometimes on new moons. I do on full moons, I'll write down what I want to release. And on new moons, I'll write down what I want to call in. Or sometimes, because I'll look at it as like doing an energetic exchange, I release something I don't want, and I'll write down what I'm releasing, and then I'll write on the other side what I am replacing it with, what I'm calling in, what I'm manifesting. So I'll be like, what I release, what I manifested, what I release, what I manifested. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. I told you, it's a lot of action going on, okay? It's a lot of action going on, and it's okay to pause and take a breath when you need to, Capricorn, okay? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. Yes. It's your fellow earth sign here. This is taking care of business. That's why I said that's going to be your superpower this month, okay? And in riding the wave of this eclipse energy, It's catapulting you into a new routine, getting that foundation down, right? So that you can rest on that while you allow and attract and do all that good stuff. Because you're gonna do the work, right? With this Taurus card here, right, Capricorn? You're always gonna put your head down and do the work, okay? But I feel like they're saying, take a breath, stop trying to like force it to come about with your own two hands. You have to also give room for the universe to surprise you. And this is a good assurance that you have the opportunity now to manifest prosperity in a very real and tangible way. This isn't just like, and there's not to say like, not to say like manifesting the feeling of prosperity isn't real, but I'm talking about something that's tangible here in the physical realm, right? You are going to draw in the prosperity onto the ground. Surrender to the divine full moon. Come on. I'm telling you, it's your superpower when you give over to trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Like really leaning into it. It's not that you don't, it's just like leaning into it deeper. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. I feel like that's like how you're gonna come full circle on how you manage your time. Back to that time management thing, right? So like how you manage your time, how you balance out taking time to replenish yourself and also, you know, getting up and getting what's yours, right? And putting in the work. A new start is coming. Woo, Capricorn! New moon. Oh, this is like beautiful energy, Capricorn. Let's really like soak that in, that you are having, oh wow, new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. And you see how you pulled that when we're doing the reading for the new moon / total solar eclipse? It's like you have a lot of things coming full circle, things coming into completion. And while that brings that 3 of Swords energy, you still have a lot to celebrate with that 4 of Wands energy in terms of all of the new beginnings that come after those cycle wrap-ups. Like you don't even know how big it is on the other side of making that decision with that Lovers card, right? Like really making that decision catapults you into your new start. I'm so happy for you. And this isn't like a new start where it's like, oh man, I gotta start from scratch. It's like, oh wow, I get to try a new way of experiencing my manifestations, or experiencing how I'm going to create in a practical way my manifestations. Because that's like so big to you guys. It's not enough just to have it like this, oh, beautiful woo-woo feeling. It also has to be on the ground. Okay, and it's not to minimize the woo-woo feeling, you guys, but play to your strengths. Your strengths are rooted in the building of a foundation, right? But you can manifest that foundation. You can also, I feel like I'm rambling, but you know what I'm saying, Capricorn. Y'all know what I'm saying. Look at that, spirit of earth and spirit of air. Y'all are just popping up in your reading. This is beautiful. This means you're really like tapping into your own energy. And I told you that 7 of Wands with that bubble is why that's clutch. That that like insulating yourself with your own energy so you can really enjoy your own vibration and really know when you're manifesting that's the sound of your particular vibration, or that's the sound of your own frequency, that you could hear it through the waves and waves and waves and waves of other people's frequencies that are around you all the time. You're even like interacting with your old frequencies from yesterday with something that pissed you off, right? So it's like important when you find those moments of like, oh, I feel like I'm in my center, that you really, it's like hitting a sound bowl, right? You strike a chord and then you hit it and then it resonates everywhere. The sound goes out. It's like a ripple effect. So when you're calling out things to the universe to be manifested, in those moments, make sure you're using those moments of reprieve to be like, yes, I'm sending this out. And then I can go back to working and doing my work on the ground. What? That's the same place Sagittarius got it. And I shuffled these. Wounded Healer. I love this. I love this for you. Capricorn, this is so you. Wounded Healer. You guys do so much. You don't always give yourself. You're like Taurus in that way, but like you guys have like a sharper way of how you set expectations on yourself. Where's my book? Oh, I put it underneath here. And yes, I read from the book on this one, y'all, because they give a word. Spirit of Earth. Card meaning, prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. Yes, you are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. The Spirit of Earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. Yes. Spirit of Air. Clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. Oh, what happened, baby? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Quiet. Quiet. I'm sorry, guys. Spirit of Air. I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. Okay, baby. I'm coming right now, okay? Clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details. Pay attention and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. And Spirit Keeper of the West. Transformation, letting go of the old. Initiation. See, with that hangman and the high priestess energy, initiation. You're initiating yourself into your power. Ow. Illumination, harvest. Gather your inner resources. If it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead. Trust your heart. Chaos brings positive change. You see that with the 7 of Wands and the Tower? Boom, boom, pow. Okay. Almost all change comes out of turmoil. Don't be concerned if there's confusion in your life. It will all work out. I'm so happy for you, Capricorn. I love my Capricorns. Oh, Lord, y'all. I think he hears people walking outside. Dang, it's like we almost finished. I just want to finish. But then how are you guys going to hear me over his barking? Okay, I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, Capricorn. So let's finish out your reading. Warrior of the Heart. You have the radiant spirit of a warrior of the light. Be impeccable in all of your actions. No matter what others believe, the Creator always knows the truth. Hey! I'm sorry, y'all. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Immense courage is filling you. Throw your shoulders back, step forward, and take a risk. Be willing to live life from your heart rather than your mind. Honor your truth. Speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. And we have Spirit of Fire. Let's see. Transformation. Take risks. Face your fears. Break out of old patterns and conventions. So there's a lot of messages coming through about you taking a chance on yourself, trusting yourself, right? Just because you've always done something in the past doesn't mean you need to continue to do it in the future. Try something new. Change your routines and habits. Reach out in new directions. The Thunderbird is rising in you. Out of the ashes come new growth and new beginnings. Sagittarius got that card too. And Wounded Healer. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. And this is the last card in the deck. So again, this energy of like a cycle wrap up, right? An ending taking place for a new beginning to usher in. Wounded Healer. Healing energy, vitality, and life force energy are flowing through you and to you. You are a healer, and you provide healing for others even if you're not conscious of it. Whatever needs healing in your life is being resolved. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. No matter what happened in your past, the past does not need to equal the future. Another card saying, let the past go. Release the old story, etc., etc. Okay? It's true. The cracks can be where the light enters the soul, Capricorn. I loved this reading for you. I'm so happy for you guys. This transformation is going to be everything. You're going to really pop out on yourself and surprise yourself with how powerful you really are and how good you'll be at showing up for yourself and being happy for yourself and your own wins and successes, the same as you cheer others on for their successes. Okay? Enjoy your wins, Capricorn, okay? And try to stay calm amidst the chaos, okay? So with that, I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Capricorn baby. Go get up in it. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.